days when you feel like no one cares. Call your friends in the middle of the night and they just can't be there. I know someone who's available. It'll listen every time you go. He'll never leave you alone. That's just the kind of friend you should know. Someone who will love anybody, even if it's just a nobody. You know somebody, somebody. Anybody know somebody, someone who will love anybody, even if they're just a nobody. You know somebody. Let me offer you a suggestion, and I'll leave you without no doubt. Another bitch is far and wide. That's what love lies. Let me tell you why. Every time I'm sad and lonely, he comes and put his arms around me. So God love is the first. Anybody know somebody, someone who will love anybody, even if they're just a nobody. You know somebody. Anybody know somebody, someone who will love anybody, oh, even if they're just a nobody. You know somebody. I got a friend who loves me so. You ask how much, I'll never know. And since I found this love, I want to share with everyone. Someone who will love anybody, even if they're just a nobody. You know somebody, somebody. Anybody know somebody, someone who will love anybody, even if they're just a nobody. You know somebody. Anybody know somebody. Hey ladies, it's your girl Jazz. I'm back doing my video on my video blog. So today I just want to talk about the things we run away from that God has called us to do. So I went to, you know, every Friday out of the month my church has like a women's dig deep and like a women's Bible study. And you know, that was kind of some of the things we were talking about, some of the things that God has called us to do, and we run away from it, or we don't see ourselves doing that. Like we doubt ourselves. But I just want to talk about that, like with my videos. You know, when he first told me, like, Jazz, I want you to start recording videos, you know, giving words of encouragement, sharing your testimony and things that you've been through, just for other women that are going through this or have gone through this. And you know, and I was like, at first I was like, what? Like me? Like I don't like talking to nobody. Like I don't like telling my business. Like I was always, you know, growing up was like, you know, what happens in the house stays in the house type thing. So it was like, I don't want to be out here like sharing my business. Like it was always hard for me like to open up and get to know people and trust people, because just, you know, just being done wrong like in my past, it was like, I don't want people to judge me. I don't want people to know like I went through this, you know. But it was like he had to tell me, like, Jazz, it's not about you. It's about other women out there that are going through the same thing, or that have gone through the same thing, that can use my videos to strengthen themselves and be encouraged. And you know, and it's not about us. Like we have to stop thinking, you know, saying to him like, God, I don't want to do that. What about this? What about that? But it's not about us. It's about others that may need our help, and that feel like they may not have anyone to turn to. So when he calls us to, you know, do things like this, like sharing words of encouragement, or, you know, just going out there praying for people, when he calls us to do certain things like that, we have to stop like thinking about ourselves, you know, and just think like him and what he wants us to do. But it was like, I pushed it, like doing these videos back, like he told me like months back, and I just was like, not gonna do it. And, you know, people were asking me, because I was telling like some of my friends and family, you know, what God asked me to do, and they were like, well, what are you gonna do? And I just kept making up excuses. Well, I don't know, and I don't ever have time. I don't know, like, what days. I don't, you know, like, what's Sophia? I was like, when am I gonna do it? You know, stuff like that. Just every little excuse I could find to come up with. And then one Sunday I went to church. Pastor Travis was talking about things that we, you know, block ourselves from, you know, and how it's time to give God our yes and stop giving him our no, and stop using excuses to, you know, stop what he wants us to do. And that Sunday, that Sunday I had on my little yellow headband and my little pink lipstick in my dress. I came home and I started recording my videos, because I felt like God was talking to me, like, stop using excuses, Jazz. Just do what I asked of you to do. Stop thinking about yourself. Think about so many hearts that you can touch. You know, it's that's what you got to think about. So it's like, I enjoy doing these videos. I encourage myself every day, man. Life is not easy. You know, sometimes we all slip up. I'm not perfect. And it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to slip up, but we can't just use that, you know. It's okay to make mistakes, but we can't keep making the same mistakes over and over and then saying, oh, it's okay, it's okay. No, like, we have to at some point stop that and really just get more involved into the word and in prayer with God. And so that's what I've been doing more. And I'm just, you know, excited about doing this and doing these videos. Like, it really brings, like, I don't know, they make me really happy. And I always feel when I get done, like, just a big old relief after just talking and just sharing with you all. And I'm just grateful, and I thank him every day for using me. Like, and you know, I was shy. Like, I don't talk. I like to sing, and I'm on here singing. You know, I wouldn't even sing in front of my own family. Now I'm on here singing in front of however many people be watching. I don't know. But it's like, man, I would never imagine me doing anything like this. Like, I was always to myself, a shy person. And it's like, I get on here and I'm like this whole totally different person. Like, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. I love the positivity. I just love to be, like, to feel free and be free and just feel closer to him. And, you know, I used to struggle with, you know, feeling closer with God, because I was so stuck on my past and using that and to define me. And it's like, sometimes as women, we use our past to define who we are now. And so on Friday, we had to write down like 10 things to say who we are, like, speak it. Either, you know, something that we have going on now, or speak it into existence and claim that. And so some of the things I wrote down, let's see. It was kind of goes back to who am I video. But in this, so in there, in some of these things I actually am now, and some of these things that God is calling me to do that I'm like, how am I going to do it? My first one I have is, I am an entrepreneur. I'm not actually one, but I will be one, because what he is telling me that he is wanting me to do. The second one I have is, I am a wife. The next one is, I am an encourager to women. The next one I wrote is, I am a successful medical assistant. The next one I have is, I am a homeowner. The next one I have is, I am free. The next one is, I am loved. I am a mother of a blessing. I am fearless. I am not my past. I am Jasmine. And I just love everything I wrote down on that list. And it was just so, like, it just felt so good to write these things. And some of those things are not my life now, but you know, Pastor Jackie was saying, we have to see it before we see it. Like, we have to see it in our spirits before we can physically see it in our eyes. And I promise y'all, you know, if we trust God and just believe that he is going to do what he has promised, we are going to see everything that we have asked of him. Like what can I use as an example? Like with me being in school, I always knew like I wanted to work in the medical field. Like I always knew that I wanted to do something in the medical field, working with mainly like elderly patients and just something like that. I knew that. But there came a time in my life where I didn't see myself doing that anymore. Like I just fell into the wrong crowd, doing the wrong things. And there was like no way in the world I saw myself doing that anymore. Like I just gave up on that. But it's like after I had Sophia, man, and just started, you know, praying more and trusting God more, even though I was still like in a dark place, I was still coming to him and praying to him. Like, and I like one day I just went to Virginia College. Well, my best friend, she was going there and she was telling me about it. We just started talking about it. And I was like, well, what kind of programs do they have? Because she was in the pharmaceutical program. So I was like, well, what other kind of programs do they have? She's like, well, they have medical assistant. They have this, that, and the third. And I was like, and it was like, maybe we were talking over the weekend. And so that Monday, maybe I went up to the school and I spoke with the lady and like I signed up to start school. And it was just like the beginning of a new beginning. I don't even know if that makes sense. But so yeah, even when I was in school, like I was like failing sometimes, like failing some of my classes, like I was getting discouraged. But I was like, I am going to pass. Even when I took my finals to get certified, up until I was like, I'm going to pass. I'm going to be a certified medical assistant. And I'm not going to fail this test. Like I was just saying that I'm going to go in here, I'm going to pass this test. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to pass this test. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to pass this test. And I was like, God, I was just praying and just saying it. I'm going to pass, I'm going to pass, I'm going to pass. And I passed that test, man. Oh, I cried. Oh man, that was just like so emotional for me. Like I was just so happy. I called my mom, I called my dad. I was like, oh, my parents. I was just so excited. And I'm just, oh man, I'm just so excited because I was like, this is the new beginning, like a beginning of a future for me and my daughter, you know? And it's like, I can't think about Jasmine. Like I have a whole nother life to care for. Like I have to, you know, do something to be able to better provide for her. And I'm just so thankful that, because I mean, I went to school before, like right out of high school, I went to Millen's Tech and I dropped out. Then I went to Millen's Tech again. They had some little CNA thing going on, like a career thing going on. I signed up for that and I failed the test. So once I failed that test, I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna try no more. And I was just like, you know, I'm done. I'm not trying no more. Like I can't pass. And then that's when, like a year later, me and my best friend, she started school. So we were talking about, you know, like I said, her going to Virginia College, and I went back and I did it. And I was just so proud of myself that I didn't give up. And even though times I did get discouraged, I still had faith in myself and had faith in God, because He knows our heart's desires. He knew I wanted to do something, you know, in the medical field. Like he knew I wanted to do that, but he just wanted me to trust that. He just said, Jazz, you take this first step and trust me the rest of the way. And he showed me that from the beginning to where I signed up for school to when I finished my test. He was there for me. Even though times I felt like he wasn't, he was. He was still there for me. And I know, ladies, sometimes you may feel like you're discouraging and life is just so overwhelming and that God isn't there for you. He is there for you. And he is just, he's wanting us to trust him more and have more faith in him, and know that he is going to do what he has promised us. And I know, like, that's why we have to see it before we see it. Like, we have to see it here before we see it here. And I know sometimes the way a situation may look now, you don't even see what the heck he's calling us to do. But we just have to trust and have faith in him. And that's what I'm doing. Like, these things, I don't have my own business, but God has told me, like, this is what I'm going to have you doing. And you're gonna have your own business. Like, he has told me this, and I've only shared this with my family, but God has led me to design shirts. And man, I was just laying in my bed one night, just Sophia was asleep. I was just laying in my bed watching TV, and God was like, I want you to start designing shirts. And on the shirts, I want them to say "Women Warriors of God," and like have different scriptures on the back. And I was like, what? Like designing shirts? I don't know the first thing about doing that. So that is what he has led me to do. And I am so excited for what's to come, man. I am so excited for what's to come for me and Sophia. And it's like everything I do, it's because God's asking me, but it's like I do it for my daughter. Like seriously, like I just want just her to be proud of me. You know, just her to be proud of her mommy. Like I really do. But so yeah, that's what God has led me to do. I'm going to be designing shirts. And it's like, I'm still like still like asking him to guide me on how to go about doing this, because I don't have no whole bunch of money to buy no whole bunch of shirts and start designing them. Like I don't have money to do that. He knows that, but this is what he wants me to do. So I trust that he's gonna work something out for me to start doing that. And I'm just so excited. So whatever it is God has called us to do, ladies, just even though we may not see it here, we have to see it here first and trust him. If he's called you to do it, he's gonna work it out for it to happen. So just because something may not seem or make sense now, that doesn't mean, you shouldn't be doing whatever he asks of you. That don't mean get discouraged and turn the other way from it. That means, just talk to him. Ask him, like, Father, guide me, and what you like, talk to him. You ask, Father, you came to me and you said this is what you want me to do. God, I need your guidance. I need your guidance on my first step to take, because some things it's like, where do I even start? That's how it was, like, where do I even start? So just talk to him, like ask him, like for guidance, and he will give it to you. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but whatever he has planned is going to be better. It is always going to be better, and it's going to work out for you, because it's what he has called you and asked of you to do, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. So just go to him. Just go to him. Have some quiet time, just you and him, and just seek his presence, and just, ask him to talk to you and understand, so you can understand and know that it's him talking to you. I do that all the time. Like I didn't use, like when I didn't used to, I don't know if that makes sense, but I didn't used to give God my time. Like, I go to work, come home, and lay in bed, watch TV pretty much, and just go to sleep. But it was like, I need to start giving him more of my time. So many things he's doing for me and blessing me with, and I can't even take time out of this day to just spend time with him. So it's like now, recently I just started, as Sophia goes to bed, it's just me and him, and maybe even 30 minutes, or maybe an hour, but it's just me and God. And I'm just seeking after him and just feeling his presence. And I'm telling you, his presence is so uplifting, and it's so worth it to do it. Like, I know we may have, me being a single mom, like I go to work and I come home and I take care of my daughter, but it's like his time, like we have to make time for him. Like we do not deserve anything. Like we are so undeserving of God's love, man. So it's like we need to take more time and just spend time with him. Like, not just at church, but just, and I know everybody has a busy life, but I'm telling you, man, if you just take time out of your day, like I said, like I spend sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, sometimes even more, just seeking God and just praying to him and just feeling his presence. Like, it is so freeing to do that, and it just gives you this boost. Sometimes we need a boost, and doing that gives you a boost. And I'm telling you, it's like the greatest feeling in the world. I kid you not, it's the greatest feeling in the world. So I encourage you all of you ladies, whatever it is that God has called you to do, and you told him no, It's time to give God your yes and take that first step. And it is gonna, I promise you, it'll be worth it. I promise you, it'll be worth it. And it's gonna blow it. He's gonna blow your mind. Like, he's gonna blow. I know he's gonna blow my mind. Like, I'm talking like to where I can't even fathom. And I just like, God, just do it to where I can't even give nobody but you all the praise, all the thanks, because nobody else is gonna do it but you. I'm not gonna do it. He's gonna use me to do it, but it's still him. So ladies, please, whatever it is, and stop letting your past hold you back. Stop using excuses to hold you back, because what he has planned is always better what we may think we have planned for ourselves. And it is so worth it. It's so worth it to feel his love, man. Like the song says, I found a friend who loves me so. You ask how much, I'll never know. And since I found his love, I want to share it with everyone. I want everyone, even people I don't even know, family, friends, strangers, I want y'all to feel God's love. And I want him to do amazing, miraculous things in y'all lives as well. You know, I don't want to just take it all in for myself. This is why I'm doing these videos, to share and just to encourage you all to feel that same love and have that same boost and just trust him. Yes, life may get in the way because the devil is busy and we may get shifted, but we know that God is bigger than any shift that may happen in our lives. And we just have to trust him. Just trust him, go to him, seek him, and just seek his presence, man. Just seek his presence. It is so worth it. Like that, oh my goodness, it's like an energy like I can't even explain. Like, it's just like you feel powerful, you feel unstoppable, and it's like you're not so down in the dumps and all sad and discouraged, man, because God, like, he wants to do some amazing things in our lives. We just have to trust him and have faith in him. So ladies, just take time to yourselves, man. I know our lives may be busy, but just take time and spend it with God. And whatever, he knows our heart desires, but whatever it is, just take it to him. Take it to him, because he wants to do it, and he's already done it. Sometimes we block our own blessings, like we get in the way of that, but it's like he wants to do it for us, and we have to stop blocking ourselves and stop thinking about ourselves, because it's not about us. Whatever he may use you to do could be to help someone else. You just never know, man. You just never know. So I encourage you all, please just take time and just spend it with God, man. It's so worth it. His love is so worth it. It is greater than anything in this world. This world has nothing to offer us. He is and has everything we need and will be everything we need. So I encourage you all, just take time and just spend time with him. Spend time with your Father. Just spend time with him. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be here every Sunday night, 8 p.m. posting, giving words of encouragement, sharing my testimony in my everyday life. Just feeling good about sharing and just helping someone. And you know, I don't know who my videos could be speaking to, but I'm just thankful God is using me to do them, and I will keep doing them as long as he asks of me. So tune in every Sunday night. Watch my videos. I thank everyone for their support and their love. And I will see you ladies next week. And remember, we are women warriors of God. Have a blessed rest of the week. Bye.